European champion. 4 players now, though, on their journey to dethrone him. And we see 2 of them duel against each other here in this one.
I'm quite excited that we're sending 2 more Germans to the World Championships as well. And of course, Rosalie and Lorenzo are also super epic. A start with the Dr. Madlove here from Rosalie. And the semi-finals of the European Championship, when everyone has secured that ticket to Worlds, is always a little bit funny to me, because never before you have seen so many smiling faces after losing games or breaking. Everyone is just already over the moon to have accomplished this crazy, crazy thing.
Totally.
But now it's time to win.
Which is your most favorite moment of a top 4 match? I think, I gotta say, it probably was the Yoho An one, where he just was super happy about getting Happy's Feather Dustered by Jessica Robinson there, and not really being any part of that top 4 match, because he knew, and both of these 2 also know, that they already have the most important thing from this weekend secured.
And I mean, at this moment, all of the 4 players play way more, convenient and know exactly what they are doing, and don't have the pressure on them, since they already have been qualified for the World Championship. But of course, they're still in the tournament, they're still in the game, and they need to secure that beautiful trophy of the European champion.
Ooh, we do set the Vanquish Soul Snow Devil, and that's always an indicator that we find ourselves in the end phase. But now after that, we could still just activate the effect of Holisu. I like this because we're playing around Nibiru, and then in the end phase, I would assume this could very well be a Borger here, because that Borger then can immediately after also draws another card there in the end phase.
Or a Resin.
Or the Borger.
Or the Borger.
But you're right, it could have also been Resin, but yeah. Interestingly enough, we don't go for that, though. We reveal Impulse and Ash Blossom. That's 2 cards that are really, really good on Johannes' turn. And we are now going to resolve the effect of Jalong, bringing us Caesar Valius. This is such an importantly good setup for Rosalie.
This is plus infinity right now. There is so much value, so many layered interruptions as well for Johannes. I wouldn't even know what to tackle first here, because even if you have something like a Raigeki, you're just gonna get Snow Deviled, protected, so it's really hard. It doesn't look like much, but it is really hard to play around this field.
Yes, I think Vanquish Soul is kind of like the Memento strategy, meaning that they both establish a minimalistic board on paper, but on the actual facts, both decks can establish a huge field and play with their resources in their opponent's turn.
Absolutely, and you can tell, by the way, Rosalie looks into the camera right now. She is feeling so good about this first turn. She's feeling confident, she's feeling safe, and Johannes on the other end, deep into the thinking tank, trying to figure out how to solve this puzzle. He has solved plenty of puzzles before, but this one not to be solved. It looks like Johannes is picking up his cards.
Who's going to go first? Ryzeal Mitsurugi, a deck that is crazy at going first. Let's see what he can come up with. Sometimes the deck can brick a little bit, so you might not see the most impressive first turn, but of course, more often than not, the deck goes insane. And we still have 39 minutes after this incredibly quick game 1.
And
that was
I think
quick.
that I see a smile in Rosalie's face, and I mean, of course, starting with Purulia is very important against Mitsurugi Ryzeal.
Reason to be smiling for sure. Moment to lean back, because we already did the first action here in this duel, and it was a very, very good one for Rosalie.
I think Johannes doesn't look too happy about that. If he, for example...
Oh, okay. Playing with the camera now as well. Gotta love to see it. And Johannes is setting a monster. We have seen this against Joshua as well. A T-Sat pass. There is no way. Wait, do you draw for a set monster with Purulia?
No, it should be...
No, normal or special summon.
Okay, okay. So we're playing around that at least, I guess.
Why did Rosalie not look happy after this? It just looked like she didn't have an out to a set monster here, but I can assure you, if you're not running Sky Striker, that won't be the case. Now Holisu is being summoned in attack position. Aggressive start here as well. Revealed the Dr. Madlove before. Now Jalong is being revealed as well. Jalong could trigger off of that, and another Ryzeal could be summoned very, very soon. Heavy Borger is being chained here.
Get that Holisu back into the hand. Get that Borger onto the field. Rosalie going crazy here. And this may as well just still be the end phase, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, wait, the Holly
Holly
Sue is only in main phase. So is it
And
in the
Borger,
main
isn't it?
phase then maybe?
Do you want to play into talents?
That's a good question. Probably not, right? But it's also so many things we get to do here.
Yeah. That is a lot. Ryzeal is being activated.
I'm curious whether this is the end phase or whether this is still the main phase.
I mean, Ryzeal can immediately destroy the set monster there as well, can tackle the defenses of Johannes, who does already have too many. Xiaolong and the Dr. Madlov being revealed to destroy a monster here just to check what it is. And it is the Night Sword Serpent that is going to return to the field immediately. You've walked right into my trap, Rosalie.
I think it's the second time that we saw the Serpent being drawn to Mitsurugi Ryzeal in Game 3 in the feature match.
Yep.
That is true. The Serpent, it gives you a higher ceiling, but it also is so vulnerable when you do draw it, because then you're not able to play very often, and that was the case here for Johannes. It wasn't even about the Perulia, it was just more so overall that he was not having any play there in his hands.
And we're changing it into attack position here. Ryzeal is going to attack in the battle phase. After that, Xiaolong will follow 1,300, 2,400 and 2,500 again. Have we even Borgered yet?
I don't think we have. Okay, now the Xiaolong, so Rosalie trying to make this as quick as possible. In the other backup feature match for top 4, I can inform you, Tom Kleinegräber has won the first game against Lorenzo Muselli. And in the meantime, Rosalie keeps on going. That's more damage. That is bringing Johannes down to a measly 300 here.
Well, that is not a lot. Dr. Madlov is being summoned as well. Are we running Gagaga Cowboy in the extra deck? That would be crazy. We're adding Vanquish Soul Start, and of course we can now set, I think you at this point, Ghost Ogre is being activated, but does that help Johannes afterwards? Because there is still the Heavy Borger on the field.
Which will activate.
Ooh, we do link off the Heavy Borger, interestingly enough. I thought we'd definitely keep that one around, and there's Called by the Grave now on the Heavy Borger, meaning this game will not be end on the next turn by the Borger, but maybe we have access to the Snow Devil. Actually, Johannes there has quite handily ruled out both of the cards that do damage with the Trap card and also the Heavy Borger, so this could be very, very strong for him.
Is it still on the deck though? Because in sets up, Trap card, maybe Rosalie has had it out.
True, that's fair.
Is Johannes making a comeback in this game with the Called by the Grave? Should have just kept the Heavy Borger on the field. But I think she tried to play around in Nibiru in this case by linking it off and then adding this one back to the hand. Goes into SP Little Knight and passes here. Not too impressive anymore.
Okay.
Magnamut is being summoned here. We're banishing Dr. Madlov. This is going to get follow-up. This is going to access us quite soon because we have the Ghost Dog in the graveyard. The Fiendsmith engine. Johannes Bauer is back in this game.
You would not believe it. Very little going on there in this first turn, but we're now kind of getting into this somehow, and we know this is a possible 2 monsters on the field, and that's all that you want, that you need for Fiendsmith engine.
Now in the backup feature, Tom has immediately just lost the second game, so we're at 1-1 of Tom Kleinegräber versus Lorenzo Muselli. But first of all, Johannes still has 300 life points, and I'm telling you what, you have to win the game this turn. Otherwise, the Vanquish Soul deck is very, very likely to punish you.
Ooh, battle phase, that's where we're at. Oh, Xiaolong activates its effect, turning that Magnamut into defense position. And that is the scoop! Rosalie has moved!